5 or maybe 6 years ago, I could never have imagined working in BBPPM Yogyakarta. This is the place that we train people in village and disadvantaged regions and also transmigration to empower themselves. The word empower means to enable them. How we can enable people to be no longer poor and also at their welfare, as well as they are no longer in poverty again. Handicraft is one of the products that our trainers in BBPPM Yogyakarta has educate women in village in Sedayu and also Bantul and Sleman. Women in Sedayu and Bantul and Sleman are trained in BBPPM Yogyakarta in 2019, and they are trained in handicraft product. We have collaboration with some parties like local government, Bapeda Provinsi Yogyakarta, and also private company. I'd like to be here in ICERC of Ministry of Village, Disadvantaged Region Development and also Transmigration. This is my opportunity to share my paper to you all, ladies and gentlemen. This paper aims to describe the innovative way to eradicate village poverty by empowering its women to gain their self-sufficiency. One of the forms is by giving training for them to elevate their knowledge, skill and attitude in a collaborative extension involving government, local government, private company and banks. To train them is to empower them so that they not only elevate themselves but also their village to gain the level of self-sufficiency according to the indication of Village Development Index. Economic Creative Training Program in BBPPM Yogyakarta has led them to gain their empower and enable them to at least be able to raise their welfare. The products of knitting have been ordered and bought by the private company in their regions to be selected and quality controlled to be exported abroad. It is one of the innovative learning programs that has been initiated by BBPPM Yogyakarta. Ladies and gentlemen, the essence of empowerment is to enable people from any resources that can let them to be independent is one of the points to share. Meanwhile, empowering people by giving them a good education that will prepare them to have or to hold job to earn money will make them more confident. Give them the chance to learn from others, allow them to earn a good living to help their children to live a better life. Many institutions service their programs that aim to eradicate or at least decrease the level of poverty in Indonesia through education and empowerment. For the execution, there are 4,961 villages that receive village fund within total amount of 468 trillion rupiah that the government proved the Village Development Index increased through the SDGs Desa. Economic Creative Program had been conducted in 2019 involving 30 women who lives in Bantul and Sleman. Those 30 women were from Kecamatan Sedayu, Kabupaten Bantul, Kecamatan Prambanan, Sleman, Melati, Kecamatan Minggir, Moyudan, Sayegan, Ngaglik and Depok, and also Cangkringan. Those women were trained in BBPPM Yogyakarta in Economic Creative and Product Development. That also we conduct in 2019 the evaluation after training program. From the program that we can observe that 1. Knowledge and skill of creative economic based knitting product program training already categorized as having increased. This is the evidence from the analysis using the spider web that all evaluation indicators have been enhanced as follow. From the spider web, there are points that can be considered as follow. First, there is a positive influence from the implementation on-site training, both in increasing knowledge and skills in handicraft, so as to increase the income of PKH community graduation and increase the value of independence. Second, many creative that pursue other business so that only a small part of the alumni were still pursuing knitting, craft, and joining other PKH communities and cooperate with PT Yogyakarta Istiparama. Third, the number of training alumni who after the training did not pursue this knitting craft because of their strong motivation quite low, when during training the resulting is the rope basket products, which during the knitting process a lot encounter obstacles such as raw materials that are not suitable or the knitting process is quite heavy. The fourth, the distance between the village is quite far away, so that the coordination and transportation has problems. And fifth, the lack of support from the village government in this regard is not the existence of BUMDesa in the village, so that it cannot overshadow community activities in knitting handicraft. Ladies and gentlemen, as the conclusion, the training has become a new innovative way to empowerment in the village. However, obstacles result in the end of the chain production, especially in the marketplace. It challenges us to get another buyback method to save the problem. Collaboration among ministries and other stakeholders remains still needed. It is hoped that the training won't stop in the years to come. However, it needs more innovative and collaborative breakthroughs for selling the products and maintaining the company to win the craftsmen as they create highly priced, original, unique handmade products. This program not only proves that women will be able to empower themselves to create independence and power, to create their self-sufficiency as well. Well, the number of women alumni in BBPPM Yogyakarta from 2015 until 2022 is depicted in the figure. As seen the figure, the government has conducted programs related to responsive gender in which more than 30% of the alumni of training program are women. The government focus on elevating them is ongoing, placing the village women in a pivotal role in their families, and our community is now becoming the innovative formulation among the programs that sustain this SDGs Desa. It needs massive focus and collaboration among parties such as government, local government, village government, private companies, bank, etc. It concludes that village fund can accelerate their self-sufficiency to independently raise their welfare so that the poverty, not their being powerless, will be eradicated. Thank you.